This is a new phase.
I just don't know if this is real. Are you kidding?
Look
Look at all of the horses that we've come across. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. I can't believe it.
Bright eyes. I'm not looking for.
So I have been wanting to go to the Oki Islands for a really long time, ever since I saw this beautiful photo of rolling green hills and wild horses living on them. I've been dying to go here. So we just took a 3-hour ferry from the town, and then we're first going to the Oki Islands, which is the main Oki Island, the big one. Chris is downstairs with the Jeep. I just woke up from a nap because of like all of these like areas here. It's not tatami, but you can like lie down, and I got this blanket for like 30 yen. So good. Oh, I guess we are docking now. All right, let's go.
Pieces they shout. Take the time to conversate by the flow. We can better on the bed. Take it, enjoy the escalation.
This is crazy. I swear I've like never seen pomegranates for sale at the supermarket in Japan. Look, there's just like a random tree growing them on the side of the road. Well, I'm pretty sure it belongs to the house, so we can't pick any, but that's wild. Oh, I'd love some pomegranates. This is such a cool looking place. It's like a full, like, I don't know, like half dome, half bowl, what would you call that? Just waterfall caving down. And the shrine is actually really beautiful underneath there. You can just hear the pitter-patter of the rain falling on the roof. This is so cool. Oh, I want to sit under it so bad. Oh, wow. Shrine right there. Someone left a bottle of sake. This spot really has blown me away a lot more than I thought it would. I really wasn't expecting it to be just this beautiful. Like the temple in itself, or the shrine, can't remember the difference. The shrine in itself is already so beautiful, but then the fact that there's this huge, amazing looking waterfall that you can go behind as well, which is quite rare. It's amazing. It's just so photogenic. It's so like really peaceful. This is really blowing me away. Don't use the ropes. So normally on a really beautiful day if there's really good sunset, the thing to do here is to get on one of the sightseeing boats, and then you can get a photo of Musicbed, or like candlelight. It's called Candlelight Rock, I think. You get a photo with the sun like right behind it. But the sunset wasn't that good today, so it's good that we weren't very organized enough to book a sightseeing boat. I was like, oh, maybe we should have done it. Sunset wasn't that good. It's okay. It was still really beautiful. It's funny though, Oki Island, like the Candlestick Island, it's like very famous here. But every time I see it, all I can think of is a hand like doing this. Just flipping us off. And like the photo with the sun behind it, it's like, cracks me up every time, but it's the thing to do.
They are somewhat new regulations, but they've kind of been on the books for a while. They're now enforcing them in a very real way.
Yeah.
So
So in all of the research that I did for this trip on Nishinoshima, this main island, there's a bunch of campsites, but there's no campsites that allow vehicles. And in Japan, they're like definitely separated. There's like a campground, or like an auto camping. I couldn't find any place for us to actually camp with the vehicle. And then I did find information on like the official website, but for one of the other smaller islands, and they said that for regular camping, even if you can't find somewhere to camp, then you can just kind of camp in a place that's not private property. So I mean, this feels like as good a place as any, really. It's just a parking lot to a lookout point. I don't know. So anyway, this is where we camped last night. yeah, it was a like really nice temperature. Oh, so yeah, that's something to consider. If you do want to camp in Nishinoshima, there's a bunch of campsites, and they look quite good. I guess it's just a parking lot day. Whoa. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. That's so gnarly. So crazy. Looks like something you'd see in like Avatar, right?
Yeah.
Just like so overgrown. Coming through this road in particular, everything was like overgrown, and there was just sticks and dirt and everything all over the road, that it really feels like an adventure, you know. And then you come across a tree like this where there's like, I don't know, like 12 trees all coming from the one trunk. Wow, this place is wild. Oh, it's so cool.
Rhythm and blues, I just wanna listen with you. Diamonds and hay.
So we just did a little island hopping to get to the main part of the trip that I've been the most excited for, and this is called Nishinoshima. I think it's the second biggest island out of the group of islands, and it's mostly famous for rolling green hills, beautiful cliffs, and wild horses. Very excited for it.
Meet me in the dark, meet me in the stardust. Heaven isn't far, heaven's all around us. Give into the rush, give it all you got. Celebrate, right, celebrate because you're a star catcher.
This place is crazy. I like actually can't believe I have never seen this view before anywhere, you know, like on social media or anything. It's so pretty. There's cliffs over there. They're like, I don't know, like Jurassic Park or Norway. Is that what Norway looks like? I don't know. That's how I imagine it to be. Are you joking?
It's good, life's little gifts, just think on this.
I'm really glad we've decided to stay here for an extra day, because I feel like we're going to want to stay at every place for hours, and we are the only people here. I saw one other person before. I can't believe this.
Feelings, memories. So raise a glass. Meet me in the dark, meet me in the stardust. Heaven isn't far, heaven's all around us. Give into the rush, give it all you got. Celebrate, right, celebrate because you're a star catcher, dream maker, lifesaver, yeah.
Oh no! Just gotta go around, I guess. Wow. We're in yet another standoff. So unfazed. Getting the full experience. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I just don't know if this is real. Are you kidding? There's like a whole bunch of horses there, and I want to touch them. Look at all of the horses that we've come across. This is so super satisfying for me. All I've wanted is to be surrounded by a bunch of wild horses. Oh. Oh. I'm so glad I started filming. Oh,
Perfect.
oh, nature. Don't you love it? The number one rule around horses, as my mom would say, is don't get behind them and do not ever scare them behind them because they'll just think that it's a predator or something and they'll kick you and oh, look at the poo. Oh, that smell reminds me of my childhood. Oh, you are so beautiful. I've been craving attention from a horse for a very long time, pretty much since I've lived in Japan. But it goes without saying that they are wild, semi-wild, even if they were tame. They can be unpredictable and you shouldn't like try to push it or don't get behind them, don't get too close, all of that. Majestic nature. Oh, look at him! Or she. They're having the greatest time. Get it, get it, get it. Stretch that leg. So, apparently the horses were thought to have been brought to Nishinoshima in like the Edo period, so like way back on these dates, I don't remember. They were brought over to help with like agriculture and helping like plow fields and that kind of thing, farming. Like they obviously don't need them for that anymore though, so they're kind of just left here semi-protected by the government, so I think people come and like look after them occasionally. They're essentially wild. But yeah, what's interesting about the horses is that because this is such a unique kind of environment, there's really like rugged, steep cliffs, they've adapted to the environment and they're their own kind of breed now, a specific like Nishinomiya breed of horse, which is crazy. And you can kind of see like they look like sturdy working horses, but they also don't look like really big working horses. They do look kind of unique. They've got like long hair in the front. I don't know, I believe it because this is such a unique environment to have horses in particular that can kind of just roam free, which is amazing. Really unheard of. But anyway, it looks like we're not going to get much of a sunset today either. It's kind of fizzled out, but it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. It's like red almost. Damn. So at this point, I'm sure you're probably wondering, Hannah, this is all well and good, but how can I plan the exact same trip as you guys? So here is a quick breakdown on how we got here, how much it costs, and everything else you'll need to know when planning a trip like this. To get there, you have to go by ferry, and there'll be a number of different ferries leaving at different times from different places, depending on where you're going and whether or not you have a vehicle. So there's a link in the description down below for the timetable, but basically we left from Shichiroi Terminal, which is in Shimane Prefecture, and that took us straight to Okinoshima. This is a much slower boat because we were bringing the Jeep with us, but if you're just going by yourself, there's a much faster boat that can take you there. The ferry ticket for one individual person is only 3,500 yen, but if you wanted to bring a vehicle like we did, that will cost you a whopping 45,000 yen plus an extra individual ticket because that only gets you for like one person. So yeah, it's expensive. So unless you're gonna like live out of your car or like, you know, have like a camping car or something like that, I recommend just going there as an individual and then renting a car when you arrive. It's gonna end up being a lot cheaper. If you can't rent a car, then there are some public buses on the island, but they're pretty infrequent. So rent a car if you can, definitely. But if not, the islands are quite small. So another option that's recommended on their site is just renting a bicycle. There'll be a lot of hills and that kind of thing, but you will eventually get to see everything on the island. The islands are actually quite small, and the city town itself is like teeny tiny. So you can see some really beautiful things if you have nice weather. If you're interested in finding more hidden gems and more off the beaten track kind of locations in Japan, then look no further than my travel guide. It's called Beyond the Tourist Trail, and the hidden gems in the ebook contain all of the information you could possibly need to know to get there. So you won't need to do much planning except for to choose the spots. So there'll be a link for that in the description down below as well. Anyway, these islands absolutely blew me away. I just never expected to see this kind of scenery in Japan. It was just so rare. So I can highly recommend visiting this place if you want to get out there and explore something a little bit different. Everyone we met on the island were really, really kind and really helpful. So I really got the sense that they would welcome a lot more tourists if they could. So yeah, I would highly recommend it if you're in the area or even making the trip out to this area just to see it. It was beautiful. If you want to see what gear we use and how we built the Jeep to be completely livable in, then go and check out this video where we built everything by hand. And if you want to see another video similar to this one, but also more autumn themed, as that's coming up soon, go and check out this other video when we went camping around Mount Fuji in the Jeep. As always, subscribe for more adventures and interesting deep dives around Japan. Follow me on all of the things. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!